What is up, guys? This is your boy Wallow coming at you with a World War II zombie strat for the Final Reich, which is the standard map that comes with the game. This is a 1 to 4 player strat. So basically, when you're using 1 to 4 players, 1 to 2 of them are gonna be the camo character, and you can run alongside this any of the characters 2 separate little perks. So for this, you're going to use max ammo or double points with a flamethrower. You could also have 1 or 2 players as free fire, and it's also a solo strat to be free fire or camo. Want to run double points, flamethrower, or anything that you want, as well as double points. And then the last player, if you're in a 4-man squad, 3-man squad, 2-man squad, the one player needs to be frontline, and he's going to run a flamethrower. And it's recommended that your frontline player is the best player in your group, like the one that's least likely to die. And I'll get to that more a little bit later. So with these characters, you can basically pick 3 passive abilities. So you're going to want Mule Kick for sure. You're going to want longer perks, or longer power-ups rather, and you're going to want Specialist Charge Faster, or the longer power-ups. You can choose between those, and then whatever else you want. So you're going to want to equip max ammo and double points and special meter for frontline. There's 4 main training spots that you're going to end up with your squad. They're in order of easiest to hardest. So when you're in a 2 or 3-man squad, you can make your decision there on where you want to go to train and pick your favorite spots. But for the village square, this player can have any ability they want. It's recommended to do village square in the solo strat and use the fire trap there. Or if you're in more than one person, the village square is the easiest spot, so the worst kind of player, the player most likely to go down, can go up there and hang out because it's so easy to run trains there. But the wall buy weapons that you're going to want to use there, you're going to want to use 1 wall buy weapon in each of these loadouts, each player on the team. But for the village square player, they're going to want to use the SVT, the Tommy gun, or the Type 100, because the wall buys are very easily accessible and they won't really be in the way of the other players' training spots. The next spot is the center, and basically you could use any ability there as well, but it's recommended if you're in a team of more than 2 people, the best reviver, or the best person to stay alive and be able to train zombies away and then bring them away from the person and then revive them. Whoever's downed, they're gonna be there with the grease gun and the FG42 at center. Just remember those 2 guns. The next place is the morgue. It is so fucking dark in there. Yeah, good luck. So that person can either run camo or free fire for sure. I would recommend camo for that situation, just because there's a lot of tight spots if you have to take the zombies from the lower part up to the higher part. There's a lot of tight spaces and stuff like that, and camo can let you kind of bob and weave and get everybody rounded back up down in the bottom once your health regens. But that person is going to be the best shooter on your team, and that's the morgue with the STG-44, the bar, and the PPSH. The PPSH probably the best one to go to for that, to be honest. And the next spot is Pack-a-Punch. You can be a free fire camo player there, and you want this person to be the best reaction time or best trainer, because they're gonna have to lead their train away from the Pack-a-Punch so their teammates can get ammo fueled up multiple times throughout the match. They're gonna have to do this. They're gonna have to be really comfortable with the area. Zombies pop up out of nowhere under your feet there, so and it's really random, so that's going to be your best player in a 4-man squad will be there. I hope we didn't get too far along in the tips and aren't too far ahead in the video for the tips. So before I get into the 10 steps that I have here, I just want to preface by saying that in the gameplay, I'm actually further than the tips I'm going to explain first, but it should go pretty quickly and should match up just fine. So for round 1, you're going to want to do 2 shots and then melee, and you're going to do this to maximize your points. So for round 3, you're going to use 4 bullets and a melee. And then for round 4, you're going to use 6 shots and a melee, or you could use a flamethrower with double points active at the same time, and that'll get you a decent amount of points as long as the zombies are training by round 4. For step 2, you're going to want to buy a wall gun of the training spot of your choice, and if you can't get to the gun that you want to have for your training spot, then just buy the Type 100 and use it as a point gun until you get to that part of the game. So for step 3, round 4 or 5, you could use, like I said, the flamethrower with double points active. And this is all about getting points, because step 4, you're going to have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to buy, and you can do it in any order you really want. But you're going to buy the doors to open Pack-a-Punch, and make sure you complete the transfer device steps by like round 11 or 12, because it gets really hectic in those tight corridors trying to traverse the device down into the machines. And you're going to want to train and stuff like that, like your teammates are going to want to train somewhere else, and just try to keep zombies alive so that you can kill them on the device. You're also in step 4 going to want to buy stamina, quick reload, and double tap, or in other words, the enhanced weapon damage. And you're going to want to hit the box repeatedly and, try to get your LMG or high damage semi-auto gun, burst rifle, and you're also going to want to hold on to your 1911. So don't trade that out while you're hitting the box, unless you're planning on using the Tesla gun or the shotgun for like your high round gameplay, because you're gonna have people that run into you like close range, and they're gonna surprise the heck out of you, and you want to delete them from the map as soon as possible. So you're gonna want that kind of set up with the 3 guns. The 5th step is the tower step, which you're gonna see here in a minute. You can do it with frontline if you have more than 1 person. The solo strat doesn't really allow for it, and I'm showing you that now, the solo version. But with the frontline version, when you activate that, you're gonna see that there's a green health bar. So if you fight off zombies a little bit and then run over the bridge and go to the left and go all the way up, and you're gonna see a trap at the very top edge of the left side of the map when you're leaving this part of the video to go up there. So you're going to activate your front line when you see that bar get to red, and that's going to leave you enough time where the zombies are all going to chase all the way up there to you and leave the antennas alone. So you can do this for both the antenna steps. So for the 6th step, you're gonna Pack-a-Punch your guns in a certain order. This can happen before the tower step. Preferably, you're gonna do it before in solos, for sure, because otherwise it's gonna be too hard. But you're gonna want to Pack-a-Punch your high damage or LMG first. And then you're going to want to do the 1911s or the shotgun, or the Tesla gun doesn't need a Pack-a-Punch, so you can save some points by being that player. And then you're going to want the wall gun of your choice to be Pack-a-Punched very lastly, because you can use it to really accumulate good amounts of points in the lower rounds and stuff like that to get everything that you need. So the 7th step is to obtain the Jack-in-the-Boxes while you're completing the steps, and then finally get yourself the self-revive. The Left Hand of God, you're gonna want one or two people to train zombies and keep them alive, and somewhere underground preferably, because the other player or players are going to be shooting at the blimp and killing everything that they see in front of them in their way, besides the trains if you end up running into each other. Because otherwise it just takes too long to do that blimp step. You don't want to be going through the rounds during that. But then the ninth step is to beat the Easter egg and go train at spots using traps and calling out when you need to refill ammo from the Pack-a-Punch location in case someone's there. And then step 10, get to round 100, level up guns for attachments, and grind to Prestige Master. Thank you guys for watching my tutorial on how to do the Easter egg in high rounds efficiently, and hopefully you guys can bring this into a rhythm. Go ahead.